Here's your breaking news. Price increase amended, ASF update, rankings released, and does Celine the selling machine have a challenger? Today is Tuesday, March 9th, and this is PWLC News. Let me first get to the price increase that's been amended. First and foremost, I want you to know Chuck Sikaris, while we were at our meetings, was beating the daylights out of our manufacturer over the fact that they're passing on a price increase to us when we don't even have the product available to us. So as a direct result, the following products, the price increase that was announced at the meeting is being delayed until March 29th, to giving us more than sufficient time to buy a product at the old price. Physicians Fast and Thermo Cinnamon, Physicians Fast and Thermo Peanut Butter, Physicians Fast and Thermo Fudge Graham. I do have an urgent request on this. We've got about 3 or 4 centers right now that are either out or woefully low in their inventory. I know there are a number of you out there that do as instructed. You've got a couple of weeks, in some cases 3 weeks worth of inventory. If you've got a couple of days worth of inventory that you could cough up, if you could send me an email. Again, I've got 3 or 4 centers that are in a desperate situation, and any product that you could help contribute to this would be greatly appreciated. I have no revised dates for arrival. We're still looking at 3/15 on this, so we've got to get through one more week. Most of you, if not just about everybody's in pretty solid shape, or at least up until the last day or so. So again, price increases have been amended as previously noted, and if you've got some excess inventory that you can part with, that would be extremely helpful. I got a great letter from Susan Malzoni in Fairfax, Virginia. I just want to read to you directly from the letter. I think you may want to know that ASF now has a direct connection to a collection agency called First Credit Services, quite literally. You're probably aware that ASF does not really do collections. They simply send an account off to MICA when 90 days delinquent, and if it returns unpaid, the account just sits in the ASF system. Up until now, I've been researching it directly and issuing invoices. However, Sean Kirby, who's the Vice President of Sales and our contact there, has instituted a direct connection with FCS, Ed being Ed in Manassas, Virginia, and I are both using it. You bring up a screen on the ASF system once a week, and it tells you which accounts have been returned from MICA. You click on which of those accounts you want to send to FCS, and then you click send. It's that simple. There's a one-time fee of $250 if you want results reported to the credit bureau. Otherwise, there's no charge unless they collect. And in Susan's case, she says, I'm expecting that this new vendor will make a difference in my collections ASAP. So Oscar and a couple other people brought that issue up at the meetings last week, and it appears as though we've got our solution to it. So, Susan, thank you so much. This is one of the reasons why you're a superstar in the network. Keep up the great work, and thanks for sharing that information. So that's your ASF update. I got to give you a great story about just one center that attended, and they were at the Fort Lauderdale meeting. It was Dr. Marvanko, Rob Marvanko, and his wife. And in fact, they had to leave about an hour early because they had to catch a flight and get back to the center. And Rob got so excited from the information that he had and that he learned, they actually got his group together on Sunday to have a short, quick meeting on what they wanted to do. And they set a sales goal for $7,000 for this week. That they do $4,000 in program, $3,000 in product, I believe is how the split was set up. But an amazing thing happened on the way to the week. I don't know what time you're watching this, but I'm recording this now Tuesday at 5:15, and they hit $7,000 yesterday. The first day that they wanted to do the whole week of $7,000, they knocked it out of the park on the very first day. Now, I don't know what kind of preparation they even had for it, and is that they just had their meeting on Monday or Sunday, and they knocked it out of the park on Monday. So I can't wait until I get the follow-up detail from Rob. But Rob, all I can say is hats off to you, man. Great job. And the rankings all went out this morning, so you got rankings that went out by email. If for some reason you didn't get that email, again, as I noted on the fax that went out to everyone, if you're not getting an email, primarily if you're an AOL subscriber, shoot me a note, and I'll get that out to you. And Celine the selling machine. She went a little quiet on us last week. I'm sure she's having a big week this week, but it appears as though she just might have some challengers. Take a look.
Celine, the spelling machine, you're going down. Celine, bring it on, because competition's on, girl.
And that, of course, you know Rose, but the challenges are Kat and Ashley from the new Greenbrook, New Jersey Center. The franchisee is Mike Harding, and he happened to have gone through training with Celine, so I know deep down he wants to have some people with some bigger numbers up than Celine. So Celine, what you going to do about it? That's your roundup for today. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow.